Hi, my name is James, and today I'm going to be talking about Garrison buildings that I use for maximum gold efficiency, especially on a tailorer. This is going to talk about the buildings and things that I do and I use whenever I can in order to maximize the gold output that I receive from these buildings and my professions as well. If you feel like you know about garrisons already, then great, but I want to offer more than just building information. I also offer the daily gold routes and checks in Draenor that allow me to make a lot of gold potential with the very little time wasted in comparison, so stick around for that. You'll need a level 3 garrison, you'll need a level 3 mage tower, a level 3 barn, a level 3 herbalism garden, and you'll need a level 3 tailoring emporium if you want to be able to do this as efficiently and as proactively as possible. The goal here is that we want to be able to easily make hexweave bags almost passively. Also, through the barn, we receive a lot of passive sumptuous fur and savage blood, which can actually be used to be making hexweave essences, which can sell on my server for at least 2k. The other goal here is to be able to use the mage tower ports to find daily rares that drop items that drop at about a 10% chance and can go on the auction house for easily about 10,000 gold each of these items. Now, I know that totally this is not the most efficient gold making method out there. I'm sure there are a lot better methods out there, but this is about being passive and not really doing that much and being able to diversify what I own to make gold quickly from all these different sources. In order to produce hexweave cloth, you'll need sumptuous fur, which you can use exclusively for the tailoring emporium, but if you have the tailoring profession, which you will need on the character that you're making the bags on, you'll also need Gorgon Flying Trap, which is the herb that I was farming. And that's why I also have a level 3 herb garden, and I got a follower for the herb garden. And the reason you need a follower attached to the herb garden is because the follower allows you to choose what herb you want every day. So obviously I chose Gorgon Flytrap because I'm allowed to choose that every day, and that's the only herb that I need for tailoring. I'm going to link a video that I just made that shows how to get the herb garden follower and attach it to the building. Okay, now that we know how to get hexweave cloth, how do you learn how to make hexweave bags? So if you talk to your tailoring vendor, you'll see that he only accepts Secrets of Draenor tailoring as a currency, and on the second page you'll see that you need 5 of those in order to be able to buy the bag recipe. These tomes are creatable through tailoring. They are bind on pickup, so you cannot buy them on the auction house, and you'll need 5 every day, so you'll need 5 days. And you'll be able to make 5 since they run on a daily cooldown. I know that was really redundant. Anyways, after you get 5 of these, then you are ready to buy the recipe. But you will also need 5 more Secrets of Draenor tailoring in order to get the hexweave essence pattern, which is the other thing that I produce out of tailoring, because it sells for about 2,000 gold on my server, so also a good investment. It doesn't require a lot of hexweave cloth, and they don't sell as much, so I just have them stored in case somebody buys them. And the cool thing about it is that I get a lot of savage blood straight out of my barn by just doing all these things I do to get sumptuous fur to begin with. So it's very time efficient since I just have them anyways. So now that we have the tailoring emporium and herb garden figured out, now why is the mage tower relevant? Well, as shown in my recent video about invasions, if you look back from last week, mage towers at level 3 allow you to have portals. And I'm going to release a video describing in detail how to set up ogre waygates and where to get ogre waystones to create your portals to whatever zones you want. That is also in the description below. The reason we have the mage tower though is because it allows us to teleport to places like Nagrand that are going to allow trapping greater wolves in order to set up work orders in the barn. These work orders give sumptuous fur and savage blood at this highest level of the barn, which is level 3. Before we start trapping, this is a gold guide. Therefore, I want to show you how to get these pets in High Mall, which we will need flying in order to reach in the open world. And this isn't the High Mall raid. This is just going around the raid portal so that we can find the rares that drop the pets up here that sell about 10k on my server, each of them at least, and they have a 10% chance of dropping from each of them. There's the Warm Arcane Crystal, the Glittering Arcane Crystal, and the Vibrating Arcane Crystal. For me, on my server, the Vibrating Arcane Crystal sells for 15,000 gold, the Warm Arcane Crystal sells for 15,000 gold, And the glittering arcane crystal sells for 11,000 gold. And if you want to know the overall mean or median price for the United States servers, then you can just look at the bottom, which shows like what you might find just no matter what your server is on average. Now we're just going to scoot away from the high mall rares, and we're going to go straight to for the elite Draenor mob trapping. So I trap wolves, and that produces sumptuous fur through the barn. But if you trap things like river beasts or other elites I can't think of, you might get things like leather or savage feasts instead of sumptuous fur. So I would recommend for tailoring to stay away from them. And if you have no intention of getting those different items. So just stick to wolves if you can help it. The other cool thing about this area is it's right next to the Muck Gull watch post, as you can actually see it from here. If you watched my video from last week about invasions, you'd realize that that's where I do my Draenor Apexis daily, or my weekly quests, to get my weekly invasion for the Garrison invasion mounts. So be sure to check out that video if you're a mount collector, and it's in the description. Alright, so now we've covered the Tailoring Emporium, we've covered the Herb Garden, and we've now covered the barn. So now that that's done, we have one more thing to do with the Mage Tower. We're not done with it. We have one more portal that we're going to take to Tanan Jungle, and once we get there, we're going to find 3 rares that you can farm every day that have the same 10% chance to drop toys, this time not pets, toys, that can sell for about 10 to 30k depending on your server. The first rare is Gondar, and as you can see, he drops this toy that sells for 14k, and once you kill him, we can move on to the next one. Just keep going east until you find Smash'em Grab. This toy sells for 14k, and it has a 9.73% chance of dropping. Just kill him, and then we can move on to the next one. But I'd also like to share that I finally got lucky for the recording and got myself the toy. Easy money, easy money. Just move on north and we'll find the next guy called Dracum. His toy has an 8 to 9% chance of dropping, and it sells for 15k. But that's it. Kill the guy, and then just hearth back to your garrison or wherever the hell you want to go next, and that's it. I mean, I think I got everything covered. We got the Mage Tower and why and everything I use it for, at least on this character alone. We have the barn and how it helps with the Tailoring Emporium with the savage blood and the sumptuous fur and the trappings that you got to be careful of. We got the Tailoring Emporium, which pretty much shows you about the secrets of the Draenor tailoring, the work orders and how you need sumptuous fur. You need Gorgon Fly Trap, which I made a video for on how to specify your herb garden, which I also covered. But that's in a different video. That's actually a video that I just released this morning while I'm editing this video. I was like, oh man, I might as well make a video to complement this video. So that video is not like a standalone video. It more goes along the lines of what I'm talking about here, which is why I'm linking in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and please check out my Twitch if you watch Twitch. I stream as often as I can. I'm pretty busy recently, but I do get on, I do stream, I do like interactions, and I'm a lot more interesting when, a lot of people ask me questions, and I can do shit and like have Spurg Lords in chat and stuff. Anyways, bye.